Hey there. So I'm at the store today and I am just putting some number tags on all of the keys for each of the mailboxes. And while I'm doing that, I just wanted to talk about my experience opening and building this store and kind of how I got here and the steps that I took to do that. So first of all, I want to say a big thank you to Lisa Sutton, who has an online course called Mailbox Money Machine. I came across her Instagram videos, which ultimately led me to YouTube, where I watched a video of her and her friend Cody Sanchez doing a tour of her mailbox store. And after watching that video and hearing how much it cost her to open up her own store, it really, piqued my interest. I was pleasantly surprised that she said she was able to open up her store for a little under $30,000. And, that's like brand new business, completely built, ready to take your first customer. And I was like, wow, that is not a crazy amount of money, right? Like it's still a lot of money, but it's to have a business that's completely built out and ready to take their first customer. That's relatively in the business world, not that much, right? So I found her course. And decided, after kind of going back and forth on it, I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to, I don't know if I'm going to get a lot of value out of this course. Like, what if it doesn't work out? Like, am I going to waste my money kind of thing? But I was like pleasantly surprised when I signed up and I became part of her online community. And for me, the online community portion of taking the course is what is the most valuable or invaluable, to be quite honest. There are so many other store owners in her community that currently own stores or are currently building out their store that have such good information to share with everyone. And, all of your questions that you have can be answered by somebody that has had experience doing the same thing that you're doing, which, is, like I said, invaluable, right? Like, take my money at that point, right? Like I need all of that information. So became part of the course probably early October of 2024. And then by November had signed a lease for a storefront. And just based on like criteria that was given to me after I joined the course, like what type of location was best for one of these stores, and found one that checked all the boxes, signed the lease, and then shortly after that, my contractor started work. We put in floors, we painted the walls, we redid the bathroom, so everything happened pretty quickly. I'm still currently waiting to open just due to a permit with the city of Dallas. But once that is all resolved and we have our permit, I'll be ready to open to the public. But even with all of that being said, I think the store has been done as far as like building out all of the main items that you need for about a month now. So from October to whenever I joined the course to January, that's not a lot of time, right? Like it took no time at all. And I don't think it would have, I think it would have taken way more time had I not been part of the online community and getting all the good information and just doing it all on my own. I definitely wouldn't be as far along as I am now. So relatively pretty quick, which was really surprising to me. And I think one of the big questions is, Lisa spent what she spent to open her store, but how much did you spend? And my cost is pretty, on the same track as hers. I spent around $35,000 to open my store, and other people that are in her online course and community have spent less. I think it just all depends on what area you're in, and who you know, right? Like if you know a carpenter that's going to give you a good deal on your shipping counters, then you could probably save a little bit of money there. Some people have even found secondhand mailboxes on Facebook Marketplace and other outlets like that. You know, the mailboxes are one of the biggest expenses of this business. I wasn't lucky enough to find a Facebook Marketplace deal for mailboxes, so I did end up buying them new. But I was fine to do that because, you know, that is one of the large core services that you can offer in a pack and ship and mailbox rental store. You know, and once all of these mailboxes behind me are filled and they're on a monthly recurring subscription, you know, my rent and all of my hard expenses are paid for every month. So I didn't have any problem spending, you know, the money on brand new mailboxes because it will pay off over time. You know, and I mean, just to have a completely built out store for that amount of money, I mean, I would do it over again and probably will. So, you know, the other big question I think people probably have is, you know, how do you make money in this business, right? Like, not everybody needs a mailbox, you know. But the other answer to that question is, you know, it's however you want to make the money, right? It varies. So you can do things like offer printing services. You know, you can sell retail items. You can partner with local vendors that maybe don't have a storefront, that run their business out of their home and give them a little space on your shelf. You know, there's so many different ways to do it. But ultimately, like, this business is community-based. And if you are able to find a lease space, a storefront in a neighborhood or a community where it's a needed service, people are going to be glad that you're here. And, you know, come in for, maybe they just need like one document notarized, right? And they come in your store because you put out a Google ad for notary near me and they found your location and now they know you exist and they're like, wow, you offer all of these other services. Like, I'm going to come back. I had a great experience. So it really just boils down to like customer service and good marketing. And there could be a ton of longevity, you know, in a store like this. I can definitely say, like, I don't have any regrets starting the store and joining Lisa Sutton's online course. You know, I mean, like I said, I don't think I would be this far without the community that she's built behind me to help me get to where I've, you know, gotten with the store. So, you know, if you're interested in opening up one of these stores, I would definitely, you know, I would say do it, right? Like, I think it's a great community service-based business that a lot of people could benefit from. And you could have such a wide range of customer base depending on what services you want to offer. You know, I've had a great experience. It's all happened really quickly, and just to have a community behind me that has so much experience and is able to answer all of my questions has been, you know, just the best. So thanks for watching this video. If you have any other questions for me about my journey and how I got here and, you know, what I did, maybe something I didn't mention in the video, please leave it in the comments. I'll be happy to answer those questions for you. And I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.